The following is a Broncos Broadcast Network production.
Good evening, Broncos. You are here with Eric Tirado,
And Justin Medina.
and we are getting ready to set off our game against the Poinciana Eagles. Now, both of these teams are 2-3. The Davenport Broncos look to bounce back from a disappointing loss against Lake Wales, and Poinciana is looking to bounce back from a very, very bad loss against Foundation Academy. Now, Justin, what do you expect to see out of both of these teams today?
I'm expecting to see a battle from both sides, with both teams coming onto the field 2-3, off of losses as well. They're definitely looking to put up another win on the board and come back to school on Monday with something to be proud of.
Absolutely, and if you saw the first half against the Lake Wales game, against the fourth best team in the state, they kept the game close. They kept it within one touchdown, and it was a very, very good showing from Davenport, both on offense and on defense. I am expecting them to ride that wave and come back with a vengeance going against Poinciana, especially after the bad loss that they had last year against Poinciana. And I also do want to welcome Justin back. This is my first time co-hosting with him since week 2.
Yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be back here in the booth again.
But again, to be more specific, of course, I'm going to expect Poinciana to play hard and play well, but I do want to see Davenport develop the passing game more. They definitely got very active with the passing game. They only had one run with the running back all game last game, and that was in garbage time. So I do expect to see a lot of throws there, not get too greedy like I always say, and get touchdowns. And on defense, of course, there's a whole lot of playmakers back there, and you're going to expect to see a lot of that today.
The Broncos are going to receive the ball to start our homecoming game.
It's very good that we start off on offense, trying to see what we can do, bouncing back from that last game. See, on offense, last game in the second half, we had 3 turnovers in the red zone. Very, very bad. So we'll see how they bounce back here. And we are off. It's a decent kickoff, and it's getting returned by...
Number 5, Carl Jean Bart.
He looks to return it down the middle.
Looks like
Gets
he's
the
found a good
blockers!
hole.
And a beautiful run from Carl Jean Bart. Takes it to about the 40, past midfield. Got some blockers. Found an open gap. And gives his offense good field position to start. That's what you like to see from the special teams.
Absolutely spectacular for the kickoff on this play. Great execution by special teams. Puts the offense in a great position. I'm looking forward to seeing something happen on this first drive.
I do agree that, and the special teams for Davenport does seem to be very on and off at times, but we're starting on here. First and 10 at about the 45. One running back there. They changed their game plan from last game. They had an empty backfield at every snap. We'll see what they do here, and it's
Looks
going
like
to be
they're going to start off with a run.
Gets a few
Looks
yards
like
there.
Almost no gain.
Yeah, and like I'm saying, Davenport definitely does adapt to the opponent they're going against. They're changing up their style and game plan based on the defenses they're going against. It's going to be second and about the same.
Looks like 1 yard on that play. It's 2nd and 9.
They take the running back out now in an empty backfield. We wonder if they turn back to this. Second and 9. The line collapses
has
quick.
good
It's going to
time.
be a deep ball to Carl, and it's going to be
Thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, he was getting rushed there, but it seemed as if it was nearly a throwaway in that case. But he definitely had a target to go to. Not the greatest throw there from Aiden, but we'll see how he bounces back.
A little disappointing for the first passing play of the game.
You absolutely did not want to see this out of the first offensive drive from Davenport. But of course, the defense of Poinciana is staying very honest, very spry. They are making the best out of their situation right now, starting past midfield. 3rd and 9. Money down. Passing play. He goes down the middle. He might try to find a gap to scramble through, and he couldn't. And it's going to be a tackle with about a 1-yard gain. It seems like it's going to be a punt here.
Very disappointing to see from the Broncos, especially after that amazing kickoff performance by special teams.
Absolutely. Davenport has been a first-half team this year, so you do not like seeing this very early. And now the punting unit is out. It's going to be a pretty good punt. It's going to be...
Lands just within the 10.
Touched
by Poinciana, though. It looks like Poinciana's going to come out with it, too.
Nearly picked up by the Davenport defense there. It accidentally touched one of Poinciana's returners and it almost cost them, but they were quick on the ball afterwards. So they're going to start at about the 15. Let's see what Davenport's defense does now with pretty bad field position for Poinciana. Poinciana's offense is on the field now. Now remember, Davenport does run a nickel defense. They do have a lot of trust in their defensive backs. It's going to be a run play here down the left.
It's going to be a run.
Gets no gain there. Beautiful defense from the line, reading exactly what Poinciana was doing early. You can tell that they saw film before this.
Definitely a lot of preparation coming up to this game. This being a homecoming game, very important for the team.
Yeah, Poinciana does tend to run on 1st and 10. It's going to be a short loss even. It's going to be 2nd and about 12. One running back in the backfield. We'll see what they do here. Trips on the right side. He drops back. It's going to be a pass to number 1. He tries to get the edge.
Looks like he has good yards. Tries to keep it in, but...
Absolutely very, very close to keeping it inside and getting a gain of at least 30 there. But he steps out of bounds. Good defense from the defensive backs, but it seems like it's going to be a first down. Or very close to it. Excuse me, it is a 9-yard gain, so it's going to be 3rd down and short. Let's see what they do in this situation, but it's good defense so far. It's going to be a run down the left on the 3rd down and short.
It doesn't. They're not going to get the first down today. A stop from the Davenport Broncos. An amazing show of discipline by the defense.
Absolutely. They're ready for anything there, despite that pass tending to be a passing situation. Poinciana makes a mistake in running, despite it not working for the first snap. So it's going to be another loss on a running play there. It's going to have to be a punt. Beautiful defense there.
Number 5, back to receive the punt.
And Carl has been known to be a very, very deadly runner. And punt returner specifically. You would not be surprised if the punt is not delivered to the returner.
Looks like they're not expecting the punt to go very far, as Carl is quite close to them.
Oh, nearly a block there, but it looks like Carl can definitely return that ball. Goes down the middle, gets a block.
Takes it up the left side.
Gets more blocks, and he cuts inside.
Looks like he's still on his feet.
Tackle.
Trying to push through.
Puts
Puts them within the 10, I believe.
A beautiful run from Carl. Oh my goodness. Puts him in amazing field position. Got the blocks he needed, cut inside, nearly broke the tackle to get to the touchdown, but he doesn't as a second man went on him. And now you have to expect a touchdown here from the offense. Yeah, as you know, throughout this entire season, Carl has been the offensive star boy for sure. And he is showing why. The Broncos taking their time to drop a play. Do not want to mess up in this red zone situation. First thing. Oh, there's going to be a flag down. Might be for a delay of game. And it is going to be a delay of game. They took their time drawing up a play, but maybe they took too long. Oh, excuse me. It's going to be an illegal substitution penalty. So maybe there's a reason they took their time. It's going to be first and goal at about the 10. It's a running play to the right, and it gets stopped immediately.
No gain for number 4 of the Broncos.
Might actually be a loss, and throughout the season, it is shown that the passing game of Davenport is definitely more lethal than the rush. Second and goal. We'll see what they do here. It seems like they might dial up a similar play, but it might be an RPO. Again, Davenport taking quite long in the huddle. They want to make sure that they get some points off of this.
Looks like a timeout is going to be
It's
called.
going to be a timeout for Davenport. They really need their time to drop a play.
Definitely want to make sure that when they strike first, they're striking in the right way.
Yeah, absolutely no mistakes is what they want here. And they want to come home with 7, not 3. And now both teams are back on the field. Davenport offense, Poinciana defense. Now, as you see, Poinciana's defense has played very stiff today, but their special teams defense is a different story. So we'll see if that trend continues. Second and goal.
Low snap. Aiden
gonna
tries
pass
to
it
get
to
rid of it
Carl.
quickly, and it's
It's gonna be
caught.
a touchdown!
A touchdown for the Broncos. Punched in by number 5.
And as you see, they have scored plenty of touchdowns with Carl in single coverage. They love putting Carl alone there on an island with his corner because they do trust him. And there is a good reason why. It's going to be 6 points for the Broncos, barring the extra point. They're starting off with some fire as usual. That extra time to call up a play definitely worked. We're going for the extra point. And it's good money, even right down the middle. It is 7-0 Davenport. Now the offense finally starting the game with some momentum other than the defense. And about 6 minutes has elapsed in this game, 7-0 Davenport.
Now a second chance for Poinciana to show off their offense and see if they can get in this game.
Yeah, they could not show it that well on the first drive. Let's see what they do here. They went for 2 running plays, and they did not go well on either of them. Now it's Davenport to kick off. And the ball is up. It's going to be a decent kickoff. It's going to be returned and ran to the left by number 3. It assumes he
Number
breaks
3
the tackle
still taking
there.
hold of the ball.
Breaks
Finally taken down just before the 40.
Absolutely. He breaks the tackle right there at the 30 to get the extra yardage there. Good run by number 3 there. So now they start at about the 40, still in their own territory. But it's definitely a situation that the defense can stop if they play well, if they play disciplined like they've been going the first drive. Defense is playing one man deep. Both corners are on their man. That's going to be a passing play. The whistle is blown. We'll see what happened here. It is encroachment against the defense, which makes it a 1st and 5. Like I was talking, discipline is very important.
Disappointing penalty.
We'll see what they do here. It might give Poinciana some confidence to run the ball in this snap with the quarterback. But it is an empty backfield, 1st and 5. And they're going to throw it regardless. It's all go
He
routes
looks like
for the
he's not seeing
receivers.
any options. Almost
Oh!
picked off by number 14.
But it got to the receiver, but it was incomplete. The receivers seemed to be running all go routes. Not the greatest situation on 1st and 5.
My apologies. Number 19 completely shutting down number 2 of Poinciana.
Yeah, it wasn't great. The greatest throw by the quarterback either. So it's going to be 2nd down and 5. The ball is moved up. There seemed to be a penalty of some sort, maybe a pass interference. It is
Pass
called a
interference on the defense,
To be perfectly honest, I did
giving
not.
Poinciana the 1st down. Disappointing to see.
Yeah,
They're going to be moved up quite a bit.
I did not see the pass interference there, but the referees are close to the ball. They are on the field. So I wonder what it was on. It might be on number 19. And he looks to throw the ball.
Looks like he airs it out again.
Not a great play by the quarterback. Way too risky of a throw there. And it's going to be 2nd and 10. That's a ball you need to throw away.
Yeah. Or just try to get it out of bounds.
Absolutely. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 here at the 45. Number 19 seems to be getting active this game. It's an empty backfield again. It's going to be a run from the quarterback this time. And he gets...
Looks like he gets a gain of about 5 to 6 yards. A flag is thrown on the field. The refs discussing their decision.
Holding.
Looks like it's going to be holding
On
on
the
the
offense,
offense of
yep.
Poinciana.
So that's a very bad penalty for Poinciana. It's going to be 3rd and 15 nearly.
Look like it's going to be taken back to 2nd and 10 for the Poinciana offense.
See what Poinciana has done here. They have been very diverse with their plays on offense. They ran some, they passed some. Well, now they're going back.
Penalty taking the Poinciana offense back to the 46-yard line.
So now it's about 2nd and 20 here.
A lot of yards to make up for Poinciana.
They might do a run here. Someone in the backfield.
High
but they do
snap.
not. He scrambled
Looking
out of the
for his
pocket,
man
looks
once
deep.
again.
Oh my goodness!
Another close interception, almost made by number 6.
Of course, number 6, Giovanni Jimenez is the leader of the school in interceptions caught. The ball was very catchable there. It was another bad pass by the quarterback who's not been playing well here today for Poinciana. Oh, excuse me. It's got to be a... Oh, my
Looks
goodness.
like they tried to throw a screen.
Or some, no, it looked like he looked for the screen, but then he threw it straight to his offensive lineman on 3rd and 20. Not a great play from the quarterback. Once again, nearly an interception from the defensive line.
Curious as to what he was thinking, and we will probably never know.
Yeah, he
But
saw the pocket scramble.
Poinciana forced the punt on a 4th and 20.
Yeah, now Carl Jean Bar back to receive again. Been very, very active from the defense here. A lot of deep balls being thrown there. Now the punt team is out for Poinciana. We'll see what their punter is made out of here. High snap, the ball is up. Oh,
Oh my
punt.
God!
Terrible punt. He needs to go
Horrible
up.
punt by Poinciana.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness!
The
Not even making it past their first down marker.
Absolutely not. And there was a flag thrown, maybe for how bad the punt was. Let's see. It's going to be a holding on the receiving team. Very hard flag to call there. The punt, he seemed to have some butter on his foot there or something.
Possibly a little bit of mercy from the refs.
But it is taking the ball back to about the 34, 30. Yeah, so maybe some mercy there. An absolutely egregious punt there from Poinciana. Maybe I should have jinxed it and told them what he was made out of. Kicked it with the outside laces. It's going to be 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield here for Davenport. It's going to be a throwing play here short to number 12. Tries to get some yards there, breaks a few tackles, and then another flag.
Another flag down on the field. Looks like he gets a pickup of around 6 or 7 yards. We'll see if that stands.
It's going to be a face mask on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty, giving them an automatic 1st down. So now they're getting that yardage back from the holding penalty on that punt.
Broncos given a 1st down. They're going to be starting off with the ball at the 46.
Again, which is where the ball would have been if there was no penalty on that punt. It's going to be an empty backfield here. Trips on the right side with Carl alone. The pocket collapses immediately. Scrambles to the right side. Tries to find somebody. And it's
Thank God it's caught because that was thrown into almost triple coverage.
But beautiful throw, beautiful catch.
Absolutely a miracle produced by this offense right there.
Yeah, that was a very, very risky throw there from Aiden, but it paid off.
What a way to thread the needle.
Absolutely. Beautiful catch from number 12. It's going to be a 1st down, and now they are now in Poinciana territory. 1st and 10. yeah, it's definitely a throw that you want to see made a little less. It's better to be more careful in that situation. It is first down. You don't need to force anything, but it worked out. And that's all that matters at the end of the day, isn't it? Now it's going to be 14 alone on the left side. Running back. And it is going to be a run here on 1st and 10. Finds a couple of gaps. Nearly,
Looks like he's going to pick up much more than a first down.
A beautiful run there from the RB. Broke a few tackles there. And nearly broke the ones to go to the touchdown. But too many defenders were there. It's going to be a first down. Almost in the red zone. They might be going back. It might be a holding call.
Just picked up a flag.
And a holding call it is on Davenport. Very unfortunate after a very good run and gain. Ball is at the 44. First down and 14 it seems. First and 13. Very strange occurrence of 1st and 13 off a penalty. But we'll see what they do with it. One running back in the backfield. It's going to be a deep drop back. He throws it deep to Carl. Not a good
number
throw.
5.
It's going to be incomplete, which will make it 2nd and 13. Try to find Carl there. He just wasn't going to run that route. He was not going to reach that football in time. But, of course, if you can't find anything and number 5 is in single coverage, it's not that bad of a decision.
Looking at 2nd and 13 for the Broncos.
Three on the left now, empty backfield. Oh, it's gonna be a passing play. Scrambles
Looks
right down
like
the middle.
Aiden's
He's
gonna
gonna get a
take it.
run here. Scrubs to
Pick
the
up the
right.
first down,
Gets
still
the
going.
box. He's still
Still
going.
on his feet.
He's still going.
He's gonna get
Oh
it for a
my
touchdown.
goodness!
An amazing run by the QB.
My Lord, forgive me, but what an amazing run from Aiden George. You thought he was going to get knocked out of bounds at about the 30, but he did it. It's a beautiful run there.
Absolutely spectacular.
Somehow did not get knocked out of bounds there, or the referee's discussing. Sorry for the voice crack. Seems like they're going to wave off the touchdown here. And they do. It's going to be 2nd and about
Not sure the
3.
reason.
Especially that far back. I was also almost positive that he at least crossed the first down marker there.
100%. Quite an awkward decision to put him at 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I do agree. Strange call there, but nevertheless, the offense is still out there on the field. He stepped out of bounds at, it seems, about the 40. Well, it was on the far side of the field. Maybe we just didn't see it, Justin. And now is a delay of game.
Delay of game against the Broncos. It's going to move them back.
Even more than they already were. Second and medium here. Let's see what they do here. It's going to be a motion here by number 5. It seems to be a deep ball to Carl.
He airs it out. Let's see what Carl's going to create out of this.
Oh, they get the PI call there. Very, very touchy. Yeah, Carl had the CB lost there, which caused a pass interference. The corner did not know what to do there and started getting touchy with Carl in fear that he was going to get that catch. So it's going to be a first down here, and they're nearing the red zone at this point. Once again, the Broncos are in scoring position. First and 10. It's going to be a run play here. Down the middle, it gets a decent amount of yardage there. About 2 or 3, potentially 4 there. Trying to bite off some yards there to get the first down and make it first and goal. And what Davenport does like to do is they like putting 3 receivers on one side and then putting another receiver on the left side to put them in single coverage. And it seems to be very effective.
You know, you definitely could see something like that out of the Broncos in this situation.
And as I say that, they do the absolute opposite. Oh, never mind. Number 14 is out of. Oh, no, he's still in the game. It seems to be.
Looks
Oh,
like
now-
they're running
okay.
trips onto the left side.
Yeah, I was a bit confused, but now number 1 motioned. It seemed like number 14 was open for a second there. That's why I was confused. It's gonna be a passing play here. Deep ball, get some space.
Right in the bucket for number 5.
Touchdown, Carl Jean Bart. Touchdown, Broncos. Puts it right in the bucket there. And that ball was not moving anywhere other than those
The Broncos
mitts.
soon to be leading by 20 points in the first quarter of the game.
20 points? You mean 14? Unless you have some confidence.
Did they just add?
No, the 13, the 6 were just added there.
My fault.
He really did think that Aiden run was a touchdown. I do apologize. Barring the extra point, it's 13-0. And the kick is good. 14-0 Broncos. With 2:40 left in the first quarter. Very, very dominant from both sides of the ball. What do you think, Justin?
A great performance from the Broncos. Able to get a touchdown even after it was called back.
They definitely do want to get their win back from last year, and they are showing it here today. Davenport to kick off. You know what? Just to put it out there, I do love the pink that they're going with tonight.
100%. It's a definitely a great addition to the uniform.
And the kick is off. It's not the greatest kickoff there. Returnable by number 4. He runs to the right, and that's great tackling there.
Looks like it puts him down just barely after the 40.
Yeah, he's unable to get any extra yardage. But like I was saying, you wouldn't really say that with black and gold uniforms that pink would fit well, but it just does.
You never know what these players can cook up when they're trying to look nice out on the field today.
Of course, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month too.
100%.
Look good, play good, as I say. Look good, feel good, play good. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Poinciana at the 40. Ball snap's going to be a passing play there. Quarterback looking to the left as his first option.
Broken up and a flag.
Yeah, and it's going to be a flag there for pass interference. And you understand why the DB did not turn around and look for that football. Completely jammed the receiver.
Just a little handsy.
Yeah. Two handsy, you cannot do that. You have to look back for the ball. Try and make a play on it and not the receiver. Unfortunate play there. Of course, now confirmed by the refs that it is a pass interference on Davenport, which puts him in Davenport territory at about the 45. 1st and 10. Play is called dead. Might be a false start here. And that is what it is. 1st and 15 now for Poinciana. Just undisciplined football there for the offensive line. One thing you see very often, Poinciana is definitely going to have a running back in that backfield. First and 15. Oh, it's going to be a throw here to the left again to number 1. Breaks the tackle and gets a few yards back there, maybe 2 or 3, but not enough to get a very good game. Bounce off the DB. Second and 12 here. Ball snap here. It's going to be a throwing play. He loves looking left a lot. And the O-line crumbles. He scrambles to the right, and he throws it to the middle of the field, and he's wide open. Oh, my
goodness.
Number 1 was wide open there. It seems like it's going to be a touchdown.
Number 1 looking for the touchdown.
Blown coverage from Davenport there. Under pressure, it was absolutely blown coverage.
I'm absolutely speechless as to what just occurred within the Broncos defense.
Absolutely. It seemed like it was just going to be a throwaway there. The offensive line collapsed way quicker than it intends to be, but the number 1 on Poinciana just
ended up finding space.
And a lot of it. It's going to be 14-6, killing the momentum that Davenport had for the time being, bar the extra point. Oh, it's a bad snap. He tries to recover the ball, runs for it, throws the ball.
Kicker.
It's going to be an interception there. Off. Oh, it might be 2 points here. Or maybe the play is just dead. Apologize. Maybe the rules are a little different in the high school level. You cannot return that 2-point. Or maybe he just stepped out of bounds. I'm not too sure, but nevertheless, it is 14-6 Davenport.
Minute 30 left to go in the quarter.
No, the offense will get back on the field. Let's see if they can get some momentum back. All right, Davenport to receive.
14-6. Poinciana is going to kick the ball off here.
The ball is kicked off here. A pretty good
Good
kickoff.
kick.
Very good kickoff, actually.
Received by number 5.
Tries to
Looking
find
for
a
his
gap.
gap. Almost
And
taken down.
cannot find one there. A beautiful play on special teams by Poinciana.
Looks like number 5 is going to get stopped at the 20.
Both good defense and a good kickoff there. It's going to start them at the 20, which is pretty impressive.
Let's see if the Broncos can make something out of it within a minute.
Only an 11-yard run back there from Carl. That shows how good the defense was on the special teams there. But let's see how the offense can advance the ball. It's going to be an empty backfield here, though. Trips on the right side. The corners do not love playing up close. Ball is snapped here, low snap. Finds a short pass. Brandon
Number
Echoes.
17. Looks like he gets taken out of bounds
And
with
that
a
was
gain of around 5.
that reception by Bryden Echoes there.
A first down. No, just short of a first, actually.
Yeah, number 17, commonly used as a safety valve here for Davenport. It's going to be second and about 3. Good gain there. They do play with a lot of defensive backs there. And they might play the same defense as Davenport here in nickel formation. It's going to be a second and 7 here. Must be a false start penalty. Running back in the backfield. Motion by Carl Jean Bart. It might be a run from it. It's
Looks
going
like
to be a run by
Aiden's
the
going to
quarterback.
take it
Down the middle.
into a lot of traffic.
Not the greatest run there. Ran it into a lot of defense there. Trying to find a gap, but everything was closed. Third down in medium. Not what you want to see here, but it's definitely salvageable as the clock is winding down for the first quarter.
Looks like we're at the end of the first quarter. Score 14-6. The Broncos up by a possession.
Both teams back on the field to start the second quarter. Very important third down, money down here for Davenport. Empty backfield. They are looking to get the first down and maybe some more here. And the offensive line collapses. Going to be a bad throw there. Cannot be completed by number 12. Yeah, the offensive line just completely crumbled in that situation. Aiden could not get a decent pass off there. And it's going to be a punt for Davenport. Yeah, that...
4th and 4, and the punt team is going to come out.
Yeah, the blown coverage on defense there on the last drive seems to really slow them down. Or seem to really slow them down, excuse me. Number 1 back there to receive for Poinciana. A little deeper. It's going to be a very low snap. A very good punt, though. Pass number 1. It gets a decent roll, too. Very, very good punt there. It's going to be...
Looks like it's behind the 30 by about 2 or 3 yards.
That's what I call 27. But regardless, they start it.
Looks like they mark it at the 28 for Poinciana.
Like I was going to say, they start with pretty mediocre field position, to say the least. A beautiful play by special teams there. The special teams on both sides have been playing pretty well. Davenport have 2 men deep. Maybe expecting a pass here. First and 10. It's going to be a drop back here from the quarterback. Trying to find a receiver, but he couldn't, so he's going to scramble outside and falls down with about a 5-yard gain. One thing I see out of both of these quarterbacks from time to time that I would find a mistake is when a lot of the times when they can't find the receivers off the first look and scramble, they don't try again to look for another receiver. They do like taking off there when the offensive line crumbles. And
yeah, it is a little bit of an Achilles heel for both of these QBs.
Yeah, I do agree there. And the one time that it wasn't that way for Poinciana, it was a blown coverage touchdown. High snap there, a flag is thrown. It seems like it might be a false start. And that is what it's going to be.
False start on Poinciana.
It's going to take him back to 2nd and 9. Yeah, but like I was saying, both teams do need to try and find their receivers after they scramble out of the pocket that will help them tenfold. As shown by a 60-yard touchdown from Poinciana. You got to get rid of these bad habits early here. You are in high school. Second and 9. Corner's playing very deep here. It's going to be a passing play. And he throws it at number 11. Gets a lot of space here.
A lot of good
yards.
yards. Still going.
And
Still on his feet.
Oh, my goodness.
Taken down at the 40.
Strong legs there.
Tremendous play for Poinciana.
Absolutely strong legs there from number 11. They could not make a tackle there on defense. And that's an issue when you're playing with so many men back deep. It's hard to make a tackle from the outside. It would have nearly been a touchdown if he went inside of that run. So it was very, if anything, very fortunate for Davenport. But nevertheless, it is a 1st and 10 at about the 40. DB's playing very deep again. It's going to be a run from the quarterback.
QB tries to keep it, but he's taken down by number 11 for a loss of around 7 yards.
With the celebration in as well. Very excited about that sack. He saw the QB keeper immediately, and he gets the sack. 2nd and about 17. Loss of 6, 2nd and 16. It's going to be a run now. He gets a few yard gain to go back to their first post. 3rd and 10 nearly. Their first marker.
Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 12 for Poinciana.
And they still have a running back in their backfield as usual. Trips on the left side. Tries to find a man. Throws it deep. Gets some space, and it's not thrown very well. It's going to be overthrown. 4th down and 12. It might be a punt coming up. Oh,
Looks like Poinciana is choosing to keep their offense on the field.
Absolutely, they are already past midfield. They do not want to give the ball back to Davenport.
A
so
very
quickly.
brave decision.
They have trust in their offense here and in their throwing game. Again, the defensive backs are very deep. So are the linebackers. And he chooses to scramble here. Tries to find a receiver. Underthrown.
Can't get one. The Broncos are going to take control of the ball at around the 43-yard line, I'd say.
Yeah, but that's what you like to see coming from Poinciana. After the quarterback scrambled outside of the pocket, he still tried to look for a receiver knowing the situation. And Poinciana fans are very happy about that. RB in the backfield. 1st and 10. It was a motion to the left side by number 5. Now it's a motion again to the right side. And he throws it deep.
Throws it deep. Looks
Oh,
at it.
my
Number 7
goodness.
wide open. Overthrown.
That is a pass that absolutely has to get made. He was
Disappointing to see the QB not take that little mental slowdown to make that touchdown a reality.
And that's passes that he makes every time in practice, especially with the receiver wide open. There's no excuses there. That pass has to be made.
100%. You cannot miss opportunities like that.
Yeah, they do not come very easily, especially against a team that plays as hard as Poinciana. Second down and 10. It's going to be another motion.
2nd and 10, another motion. Looks like they might be trying the same thing once again. Aiden's going to
Scrambles to the
keep
right
the ball.
side, tries to find a receiver.
Tries to get rid of it. Looks like he
Oh
makes
my
contact with
goodness, did
number
he
5.
catch that?
A toe tap.
And he made the catch, a beautiful toe tap. That's NFL-esque. A beautiful, beautiful catch from Carl there. I was just about to say the ball was not placed perfectly in the sense that it could have been thrown a little bit deeper. The corner was there and vigilant, but he did not jump for it. And Carl makes a beautiful catch there out of the situation. It's going to be 1st down within the 40.
Looks
It's
like
going to
it's
be a
gonna
run
off
down
to
the
running
right.
back, number 4.
Tries to find a gap. Both defenders close in. It's going to be a very healthy game there. And like I was saying, once the quarterback scramble out of the pocket and look for the receiver, good things can happen. And that shows for both quarterbacks. Second down and medium. It's going to be another run here. A very smart run there. And he
Pick up
breaks
the first
through.
down. Still on his feet.
Oh, my goodness. An ankle tackle stopped the touchdown there. An absolute gigantic gap that the running back made and the offensive lineman.
Stopped at the 10.
Have to give a touche there. The offensive line and the running back cooperated very well to get a very, very good gain there. It's going to be 1st down. Might be goal. And it is not. It's going to be 1st and 10. It's spotted at the 11, so it's nearly 1st and goal there. And another run here. They try and get the running game active, but Poinciana was ready for it that time.
Good blocking by number 12. Shoving his DB out of bounds.
I didn't even notice that, but it was good blocking there. You know, receivers tend to show off their power when the running back runs. Because why not?
It's a good trait for these receivers to have, being able to block.
Playing very aggressive here. 2nd and 11, it seems. Seems like they're going to go back to the passing game there after Poinciana read the run. Could be a motion. And it's going to be a pitch right to Carl. He tries to find a gap, and he
Looks
does.
like he's still on his feet. Getting pushed forward by his O-line. A flag on the field.
It didn't seem like a flag. It seemed red there. Might have been a towel. Oh, maybe it is a penalty marker. Oh, I apologize to notice that the flags were also decorated for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So that's why they come off as a different color. So I do want to give the shout out to the referees there. Seems like it's going to be a holding. Oh. On the offense, which will bring him back another 10. We'll back him up to the 20. Second down and about 19, but it's realistically second down and goal here. It's going to be a drop back to pass. Tries to find someone.
Aiden doesn't find his man.
Absolutely not. And the
Gonna be
defensive
taken
line.
down.
Very ready for that. A beautiful, beautiful defensive play from Poinciana there. It's going to be 3rd and 19.
From the referees.
And I do want to confirm that the flag earlier was an illegal block in the back, not a holding penalty. Davenport offense seems to be discussing with the referee. That's going to be 3rd and 19. They practically do need a touchdown here. But I would not be surprised if they go for it, of course. You don't tend to see a lot of field goals in this level of the game. Empty backfield. 3rd and 19. It seems a flag. Oh my! It seems to be a false start. Oh, never mind. It's going to be a timeout.
Are going to call a timeout. Make sure they get this play right.
Yeah, it's a very difficult decision and situation for Davenport here. 3rd and 19, with a very short field to go. It's very hard to get progress.
You hope to see that if it comes to it, they'll choose the field goal on 4th down, but you never know at this level of the game.
Yeah, you never know. Field goals are not very common. You bet the under every time. Once again, it's going to be a 3rd and 19. I assume it's going to be an empty backfield here. Looking for his receivers, you have to hope that the offensive line holds their man in the sense of not an actual holding penalty. One man in solo coverage on the right side. Apologize, there's 2 men on the right side. It's going to be a drop back scramble to the left side. Tries to find
Looks
a man
like he gets
deep.
it to number 12.
Oh my goodness! Nearly an amazing play from both the DB and the receiver.
If only just a little bit more juice was on that
A
ball.
little bit more English. You don't understand that one, but when I was commentating with Ryan the other day, we confirmed that English meant a little bit more power. 4th and 19, they might go for it in this situation here. Oh my God.
I would hope to see a kick, maybe a chance for him to shine, but
It seems like they will
Probably
be
not.
going for it. The defense does not seem to be very set in this situation. Drops back. And now he finds it deep
Looks
again.
like he finds his
It
man
seems to
once
be,
again.
Yeah, it seems to be overthrown. In that situation there, honestly, you could definitely risk the interception there. They would have had about equivalent field position there. You might want to try and throw a little bit more of a bullet in that situation instead of overthrowing it just to make sure you don't get an interception. So you do want to see the ball get thrown a tiny bit shorter there. But regardless, it's going to be a first down, Poinciana. 5:34 left in the half. 14-6, Davenport have the advantage. Oh, it seemed to be a fake handoff. It's going to be a deep pass. Did he catch that?
looks like he's going to come down
Oh
with
my
the
God,
ball, number 10.
a beautiful threading of the needle by the quarterback. Beautiful catch as well to put them at about midfield. Absolute laser there from the QB. So, of course, it's going to be a first and 10 at about the 47. Empty backfield. They are trusting the passing game a little bit more now. He has all the time in the world. Throws a deep ball to number 1.
Oh,
And they're going to call a flag there.
a flag on the play.
Number 0 got a little too handsy there. Not by much, but I've seen it get called for worse. I assume it's going to be a pass interference there. So that's more yardage for Poinciana there. Now they're in Davenport territory. Not exactly what you wanted to see with the first half coming into the end. But like I was saying, Poinciana has been trusted the passing game a lot. And it seems to be working out just fine, at least for now. First and 10. Oh,
Looks
my
like
goodness.
the QB keeps the ball.
Oh,
and he's going to take
that's
it.
definitely going to be a sack there. Beautiful defense from the line. Second out and 17. Both teams back on the field. You do hope that the quarterback is okay for Poinciana there. It's going to be a
Looks
run.
like running back is going to come with the ball.
Absolutely destroyed by the defense there.
Taken down by the defense.
Great play there.
Brought them back even more. Looks
Yeah.
like it's going to be third and forever for the
absolutely
Poinciana
there.
Eagles.
Now, with that unfortunate event for Poinciana there, they might lose confidence in the passing game. All the way back to really midfield.
Looks like we have a change in quarterback.
Absolutely. It's an empty backfield here. Let's see what the backup has. It's going to be a quick screen pass. Nearly. You can't see, but
Can't
the ball,
really tell what just happened. A lot of commotion.
the ball was really
on
bobbled
the field.
up.
And the Broncos,
Broncos
come
get
away
the-
with the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. You saw there. It has to be an interception there. The ball was definitely bobbled up when the
Definitely
screen,
tipped up by the receiver.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to make a play on that ball.
yes, the ball was thrown a little bit too forward on the screen pass. But it's hard to see who came up with that football.
And the Broncos take over at their own 43.
It's going to be first down Davenport there. First down and 10 for Davenport there, excuse me. It's going to be a running play there. He bounces off the left side.
He still has the ball. A flag did come out.
An amazing run there, but it might come back. It is a holding against Davenport.
Call against Davenport. Very tragic.
Yeah. There's 3:27 left on the clock in the first half here. Seems like they're going way back to about the 33, 34. Let's see what they do here. They have been passing the ball well all night. First and 20. It's going to be a run here to try and get some of those yards back. And Poinciana absolutely demolishes that run. Beautiful defense from the line. It's going to be a loss. So it's going to be second and even more than 20 now. Of course, you're going to test the waters of a pass in this situation.
It would be great to see what the Broncos can do from this situation. I don't think I've seen them come out of something like this yet.
Yeah, absolutely. Second and 23. In all honesty, we do not perform very well in these second and incredibly long situations, but I would love it to be proven wrong. Trips on the right side. Oh, he's going to throw it deep. That one might connect. I couldn't.
Just placed out of bounds,
Outside.
out of the line of the receiver.
I couldn't really tell if the ball was
Disappointing
too reachable.
to see.
But nonetheless, it's going to be third and 23 there. The ball nearly connected there.
You
Maybe
can definitely expect a lot of go routes from these receivers
Yeah,
on this play.
absolutely. Maybe if Carl had one more step in stride there, it would have been a completion. Third and a Walmart parking lot. He throws it down the middle to number. Oh, gets flipped on his head. Great tackle from the defense there. Not very safe, though. So it's going to
Looks like the Broncos can't make it back to their first marker. It's going to be
a punt,
fourth and around 16, forced into a punting situation.
Absolutely. But one thing about Davenport here, they do not want to let any more points on the board for Poinciana for the rest of the half, even if they do not come away with any themselves. Two men back there to receive for Poinciana. Oh, it's a pretty
Good hang time on the punt, giving our special teams a lot of time to get control of it.
but
We
not
pick it up just before the 40.
yeah, not a great bounce from the punt there, unfortunately.
Minute 41 remaining. The Eagles are going to take over the ball and seeing how they can close out this first half.
Of course, they have both safeties back deep, first and 10. Motion from number 11. It's going to be a scramble from the QB and gets a whole lot of yards there. Oh, my goodness. Good
He's still
cutback from the
going.
quarterback. And he makes it to about the 20. Oh, my goodness. What amazing athleticism there. But there is a flag down. Poinciana hopes that it's not on them.
Looks like they're taking that one back.
Oh my goodness. Very, very unfortunate for Poinciana there after an amazing run from the QB. It's just great. You just have to appreciate good athleticism from the passer from time to time. Absolutely beautiful run, but it's going to get taken back. Very fortunate for Davenport here. Negating about a 67-yard run. Or 57, excuse me. First down from their own 33. It's going to be a first and long here. There's going to be a run play here. And the running back fights for a good amount of extra yards there to put them in position of second and manageable.
Eagles with the ball at the 41.
The clock is ticking, though. They do need to make a play if they want to put points on the board before the half ends. Second and medium here. Along 6 to be exact. Ball snap. There's going to be a run again. And at that time, it gets absolutely stopped. The clock is still ticking. No timeouts are getting called in this situation. It seems like both teams are very content with taking it to halftime. And now a timeout is finally called with 30 seconds left on the clock. I was just about
Timeout called by the Poinciana Eagles.
I was just
Wonder
about
what they're going to do with 30 seconds left.
I was just about to say maybe it would be clever for Davenport to call a timeout in that situation, because if they hold them to a fourth down there, then they have the chance to score.
Possibly try to ice the Eagles out in the timeout.
But it does seem like Davenport is very content with taking this game to halftime. They do not want to make any mistakes. Well, of course, they have to get the stop here on third and about 8.
No one in the backfield for Poinciana.
Yeah, they're definitely going to air the ball out here if they can't get anything to go.
A motion by number 11 to the right side.
Yeah, 3 receivers on the right side.
Leaving an
They
option
couldn't
for
find
the screen,
anything.
but it's not
Oh! My
a
goodness.
huge hit for the Broncos. Quite late, if I'm being honest.
I'm sorry
It
for
just looked like he was absolutely blown over.
absolutely. I'm sorry for the lack of commentary here, but that's just a very scary hit.
Very scary. You know, you don't like seeing players get injured, even in a game this physical.
It's the last thing you want to see there. The tackle low at first was scary enough, but then the hit up top from the other defender for Davenport. But the flag seems to be on defense, which moves Poinciana up. But it does not get them the first down. So one stop here takes it into halftime for Davenport.
Looks like 3rd and 2 for the Eagles.
It's going to be a
High
motion
snap.
again. And it's going to be
Flag.
another flag here. There's been a lot of flags this game. And I like to apologize. It's a 4th down. Sorry, it's a bit very sloppy play from both teams in the waning minutes of this first half. It's going to be an official's timeout with 14 seconds left on the clock. But it does seem like the score will stay the same.
Looks like they're checking to see if the Eagles were able to convert there.
Yeah, it seems like the flag possibly got picked up there, so it's now based on the spot. Making very, very sure. They're trying to be very sure that they get this spot right. I cannot confirm if they converted on this yet. But it seems like they're getting taken back, so maybe the flag was not picked up. So I wonder what the spotting was for.
I honestly cannot answer that question.
Seems like a waste of
Just-
time in my eyes. It's going to be 4th and very deep there. It's going to be a punt.
0.4 seconds
last
left
thing-
on the
last
clock
thing
for the
Poinciana-
Eagles to
yeah.
make something out of this half.
The last thing Poinciana wants is for the ball to get returned. Oh my goodness!
And it's a blocked
It's a blocked punt!
Poinciana's going to try to pick it up to keep the Broncos from scoring.
The Broncos need to get this
Trying to
stop
stay on his
here.
feet as long as possible to
And the
route the
timeout
half.
is called. Oh my goodness, a beautiful block punt from Davenport to give them a chance to put some points on the board before the half ends.
Could
A
the
beautiful
Broncos
block punt.
punch something in with just under 4 seconds in the half?
I was just about to say they would hate for this ball to be able to get returned, but the punt got blocked. So now they have a chance to get points on the board here pretty safely, but they only have time for one more play, so it's going to be a deep ball or a medium pass ball because it's not very deep. It's at the 25 due to that punt block. Of course, the empty backfield.
We maybe could see a handful of laterals with the Broncos trying to make sure this ball gets into the end zone.
No, I just see one deep pass going on here. He tried to scramble out. Good defense from the line. And he
Taken
couldn't
down.
find anybody.
Couldn't find anything within the half. The Broncos are going to close out this half 14-6.
And I believe Poinciana does get the ball at the second half. Welcome back, Broncos, to the second half of our Friday night game. It is 14-6. Broncos have the advantage. And the Poinciana Eagles will start off with the ball in this half. What do you expect to see in the second half?
I'm expecting to see something a lot similar to the first half, a battle from both teams and just some great football being played.
I do agree. I do expect to see the offenses turn up a little bit more on both sides of the ball. They are stingy to get some points on the board. But, of course, the defense is not going to fold on either side. So we'll see what happens here. But Poinciana does start off with the ball, so we'll see what they get with their first offensive possession. And the second half has just started. A pretty bad kickoff, to be fair. Oh, and he cuts back
And
to
he's
the
still
right.
on his feet. Great cut by number 4.
Oh my goodness! It takes.
And he made it to the Broncos 45.
What an amazing return there. They're starting their offense off early before they're even out on the field. They're starting off with a chip on their shoulder of some sort. They do want to get some points on the board. We'll see if they rely on the passing game just as much as they did in the first half. But the backup quarterback is in. And as he was in, they've been drawing up some more creative plays. It's going to be a RPO there. It's going to be a deep ball by the
Deep
quarterback.
ball.
Way too deep.
Ooh, wow. You wonder who he was throwing it to with that one.
Absolutely. I can tell what the target was there, but it seemed like he just threw his entire arm there and tried to see what happened. Oh, it's going to be a call on the defense there. Yeah, it's going to be a penalty on defense, which might move the ball up 5 yards. Oh, move it up more. And more. So it's going to be about a 15-yard gain on the penalty.
Wow.
So it's going to be first down within the 35. So very, very big penalty there for Davenport.
Poinciana within striking zone.
It's going to be a run
Looks
here
like
by
the
the
QB's gonna
quarterback. He
keep
cuts
it.
inside. Tries to show.
He's going to get a decent gain here.
Tries to show some athleticism there. And gets a pretty healthy gain there. Second and medium. Already in scoring distance, this is not what you want to see from the Davenport defense. One man in the backfield, solo on the left. It's going to be a motion by number 1. It's going to be a run by number 1. Tries to bounce from the outside, gets some space, and he does, but not enough for the first down.
Just short of it, too. Poinciana Eagles making some great moves with the ball here.
Yeah, absolutely. Ever since their QB1 left the game, they had to be creative, and they're doing it very effectively. Give a lot of the offensive skill players touches. It's going to be third and pretty short. It might be a run here, but it's going to be a screen pass. Bad screen pass from the quarterback there. Very bad for Poinciana there, but it seems like they're going to go for it in this position because they are not going to kick the field goal. Yeah, again, as you see, when they're throwing screen passes here with the QB2, it goes far. It goes way too far forward for the receiver. Let's see if they can come back with from that. The offense is back on the field, of course. They're running the same formation as they did prior. Fourth and short. Big stop for the Davenport needed here. Oh, and it's going to be a jump.
Offsides for the Broncos.
Very, very unfortunate there. They needed a stop, but he jumped early. The big man, number 98, draws the call.
Just keeping the Eagles moving more forward and forward with gaining yards.
Yeah, absolutely the last thing that they needed there. Well, let's see if they get a stop. We are known for our red zone defense. First and 10. Within the 20. It's going to be red zone. A run from the running back. Tries to get some space, and another healthy game from the running back here. They keep on chewing yards with these running plays, and it's very effective. They're at the 15. It's going to be second and medium here. Absolutely do not want to test the waters of the passing game in this situation. One man in the backfield here. I see a motion coming, and that is what is
Motion
happening.
from number 1. Looks like the QB's going to keep the ball.
Oh, it's going to be a
Number
throw
0 back in the
here
game.
to the defense, and
it's
he
a pick.
catches it!
It's a pick.
Oh my goodness, that ball was thrown straight to the defender. You have to wonder who he was throwing it to.
Taking down, still leaving a lot of yards for the offense to cover, but an amazing play from the defense. Number 21 coming away with the ball.
A beautiful interception there. The ball was thrown straight to the defense there. Very unfortunate for Poinciana, but you have to wonder who the QB was targeting. But a beautiful interception from 21 nonetheless. So the ball is going to be Broncos' ball. They actually end up with the ball and no points being scored from Poinciana here.
Looks like they're starting this drive from around the 12-yard line.
Very strange formation here. We'll see what they do here. It might be a trick play. Oh, it's going to be a QB keeper. He runs
Good
to the right
blocking
side,
for Aiden.
and he gets a very healthy gain there. Tries to run down some clock. Ball also trying to score in this possession. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. Very, very healthy. Of course, Davenport is testing the waters of a running game way more than they did in the last game. It's going to be another run from the QB. Bounces on the outside, doesn't seem to find a gap. Oh my goodness. The defensive lineman nearly clotheslined the quarterback there.
Left with absolutely nowhere to go.
Absolutely. They jumped.
Great execution from the defense.
Yeah, jumped right on it. For a loss of yardage, it's going to be 3rd and 10. They're starting to trust their running game more, but maybe they're trusting it a little too much. Only one man on the right side of the field, with 2 on the left.
Delay of game on the offense.
I think that's our 3rd delay of game penalty this game. We have got to be more vigilant with our time and clock management. So it's going to be 3rd and about 15 now. Very, very bad situation for Davenport here. And like I said, in these situations where we have to get long yardage, we've been known to not convert very well.
Looks like it's putting us within our own 10.
Ooh, there's only 3 receivers out there.
Aiden
Throws
wants
it
a lot
deep.
of time in the pocket
Single
for this
coverage. It was actually a catchable ball.
Almost
and,
right in the bucket. A flag on the play, most likely pass interference.
Davenport catches a very, very good break there. The ball was catchable.
Looks like it was pass interference on the defense. Good break for the Broncos.
They absolutely needed that one to get the drive going. But we'll see what they do in this situation. It's going to be an automatic 1st down. It's taking a while to move the chains. All right, 1st and 10 at about the 25 here. We'll see what they do here. A running play here needs to chew up some yardage, Bounces out the left side and gets
Looks
about
like
no
he's not going to
gain.
get anything on that one.
The running game is beginning to become predictable for Davenport here. Let's see what they do to adapt to the situation. They're doing less trips and solos on wide receivers now. Doing a more traditional formation. And now it's another deep pass, overthrown. I feel like we should have a stat that shows the completion rate of Aiden on over 20-yard passes. Because I would love to see that, because oftentimes the receiver is in the vicinity, but he just tends to slightly overthrow it very often here, and that has to frustrate him.
Yeah, just little miscalculations are really taking a toll on the offense of this team.
Yeah, and it's always been that, at least for the majority of the season. It's just little miscalculations here as it strips on the right side here.
Looks like Aiden's going to
Scramble here, tries to
Scramble
find
out.
someone, but then he scrambles himself, runs the ball, and cannot get the first down. We wonder if they go for it here.
Looks like they're going to move the sticks and a first down for the Broncos.
Oh, it's first down, sorry. It seems kind of short here from this short side of the field, but he does get the first down. It's going to be a run here. They do like running on first and 10, breaks a few tackles, and gets a healthy gain. Like I said, throughout this entire season, other than the Lake Wales game, we do tend to run on first and 10 about 80% of the time. First and 10, one wide receiver on the right side. What's going to be a timeout here? It is 14-6 with 6 minutes left in the third quarter here. It is a very close ball game, very competitive. Davenport offense back on the field for the second and medium at the 40-yard line. They're running the ball a lot this half, to be fair, and they get a decent gainage there, so it's going to be third and short here. But like they've been playing this half, I do expect to see a run here on third and very short. So it seems like both teams have been testing their running games a lot in the second half. The passing game is becoming less active, less potent.
Yeah, you can definitely see both teams making a little bit of a switch in their offense. I would like to see the Broncos go back to the pass because it was working pretty well.
It's going to be a passing play.
To number 5, their main receiver.
And they're going to get a first down there, very healthy gain. You know, I was just about to say, this seems like one of the snaps that a running play is actually necessary on third and short. I would love to see a running play there, but nevertheless, a good throw and run by the offense.
Broncos offense will definitely never let you know their next move.
Yeah, absolutely. They have a very diverse play style. They do love to just run plays at random at points. Well, that's what they make it seem like. first and down at midfield. Ball snap. Now they're going to do a passing play on first and 10. He tries to find it deep.
Another deep ball.
Touch the hands of the DB there.
A close call for Aiden.
And it's another overthrow on those deep passes. Aiden has to start taking those risks and put a little less mustard on those throws. Even if it results in interception, it gives the receiver more of a chance to catch that football. Of course,
I completely agree there. Sometimes you just need a little something different.
Yeah, absolutely. I always say that an overthrow is better than an underthrow, but in some situations you just have to make that risk. Give the receiver a chance to touch that football.
To turn around possibly and just scoop that ball from
Absolutely.
behind.
And you never know with the power of your arm, it might land right in the receiver's hands. It's going to be first and 20. It seemed to be a penalty while we were discussing that play. Back to about the 40. See, throwing play. Here's going to be a short pass. Let's see if he can break the tackle, and he doesn't. Beautiful defense from the DB from Poinciana to get no gain. Had to break one tackle, but he goes straight for the ankles, and it works out for him.
Yeah, hard to see. The Broncos are going to be moved back 1 yard, second down.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like the Broncos' offense this half has been held to a stalemate. Second down and 22. Bad situation for Davenport, especially considering their history in these situations. Empty backfield. Just finally scrambles to the right side. Let's see what he
Hoping to get
finds.
some time.
Down the middle. He
Finds
catches the
number
ball.
12.
Beautiful catch. Oh my goodness, he had speed and acceleration after that catch.
He's going to make it within the sticks,
Absolutely.
giving them a good chance for converting on this third down.
Yeah, he was ready to get that touchdown there, but three defenders there to negate him. Had a lot of acceleration coming off of that catch. So it's going to be third down and manageable now.
Third quarter.
It's going to be third and manageable at about midfield. But both teams got a few minutes of rest there in that situation there. It's going to be an empty backfield.
Aiden with
He
a good
scrambles
amount
to the
of
left
time.
side, finds a bullet pass. It seems to be low. I believe it was
Looks like
incomplete.
it just tapped off the floor before it
Yeah,
went into his hands. Incomplete
absolutely.
pass for the Broncos.
And one thing you don't like to see, I wanted to see Davenport kill the clock a little bit more in that situation. Oh, he catches it. He catches it. Apologize for the mistake. I thought that it hit the floor
I
beforehand.
saw the referee wave it off.
Yeah, I saw the referee
But-
wave it off, but it seems like the line judge just called it a complete pass. So it's a good throw by Aiden there. So like I was saying, I like that they're killing the clock in this situation. It's going to be first down. It's going to be a run play on first and 10. He finds the gap to get a few yards there. You do like to see, Aiden does not do that often, but he does. He likes to throw the ball very quickly down the middle of the field, and you'd like to see that happen more.
And with this only being his second year of being QB for this school, he's doing a pretty good job.
I do agree. It's going to be another handoff, and they get about no gain there. In that situation, I believe that you have to try a passing play. The run gets very predictable in this situation. It's going to be a loss of one. It's going to be third and 9. Let's see what they do here. One in the backfield. Someone jumps there. I think it was a DB. You don't see that often where the DB draws the encroachment call.
Looks like the DB was probably setting up to blitz on that one.
Yeah, he seemed
and drew a penalty.
he seemed,
Good for the Broncos.
he seemed very stingy there to get the tackle on the quarterback. He just couldn't contain himself. It's going to be 3rd and even more manageable now, 3rd and 5. It seems like it's going to be a false start now. It seems like it's going right back to where it started. I think everyone in the O-line jumped except the center. I wish we would have gotten that call. So again, it's going to be 3rd and 8. So let's see what they do here. Haven't been able to draw a play. But the clock is still ticking. Drops back here. A few hitches here. He scrambles to the right side. Couldn't find anybody. A flag is
thrown.
It might be a flag on Poinciana there. Hard to see, but we might have caught another break. Illegal block in the back on the offense, so mind my mistake there. So it's 4th down and about 7 or 8 there, which is even longer.
But it does. Broncos being placed at the 40-yard line. Looks like the punt team is going to come out and try to handle business.
Yeah, they do want to pin. They do want to pin Poinciana very deep. It would be go for a situation, but they do not believe that Poinciana can score on the defense from very far back in their own end zone. With the 3rd quarter coming to an end. Nearly blocked there, but it's a decent
punt.
But it goes right out of bounds at about the 20. So again, it gives Poinciana a mediocre field position here, and the defense could definitely capitalize here. The mark is at the 27 to be exact. Empty backfield for Poinciana. They're definitely testing out the passing game in this situation. He was looking for something, couldn't find it, so he just throws it to the screen pass. Breaks an ankle there, but gets minimal gain, about 2 or 3.
Not much for the Eagles here. Let's see what they can create within 20 seconds.
Yeah, he gets shifty there, but couldn't break the next tackle. So it's going to be 2nd and about 7. They might get one more play off before the quarter ends. And I don't believe they will.
It's going to be 2nd and 8 when we come back to the game. Eagles with the ball. The score is currently 14-6. Broncos.
Yeah, heading into the 4th quarter, you cannot see us blow this one possession lead here.
This 4th quarter is definitely going to be a battle for both teams. Poinciana definitely wanting to have a similar performance to last year when they beat this team.
Yeah, it seems like the momentum is pretty neutral on both sides. No one has really made a big play in a while.
Say something, I can listen. I can't really talk.
Poinciana's offense comes back into the field for the start of the fourth quarter. Davenport has one objective. Don't let Poinciana score, and we come home with the victory. Well, we are already home, but you know what I meant. So it's going to be a running play here on 1st and 10. Bounces out on the left side and gets
Look,
a
they're
very
going to be
minimal
stopped
gain.
with about a gain of 1.
And I said 1st and 10. I meant 2nd and about 7. Poinciana has to be aware of the situation that they're in right now. 3rd and manageable. You wonder if they go for it or just trust their defense if they don't get it here. They only have so much time. It's going to be a high snap. The ball is thrown decently deep, and it's going to be overthrown for the receiver.
To number 3.
But number 0 nearly got the interception there. We'll see what Poinciana's decision-making is here. They have to do a lot of thinking here. You never know. But it seems like they might go for it. They feel as if they're in a desperate situation. And no, they decide to punt. They decide to punt here. They have a lot of trust in their defense to stop the Davenport Broncos offense. I will say both offenses have been very stagnant since the second half started.
And we could see number 5 make a very good return here, considering the position that Poinciana is punting from.
High snap there. Might be blocked. It's a bad
It's
punt.
just thrown up into the air.
And it's a bad bounce, too. Very, very bad situation. It's about a net gain of about 15 yards on that punt, which made it feel not important and the wrong decision to make there for Poinciana. Very, very unfortunate situation for the special teams there. Got a bad punt and a bad roll. The offense has a very good field position here. Well, we'll see if they capitalize. But it seems as if they will test the waters of the running game some more to kill some time and potentially get a score. No one on the outside, on the left side of the field. It's going to be a motion to number 5.
Number 5. Aiden's
It's
going to
a throw here.
keep
It's
the
going to be
ball.
a run here.
Oh,
Designated
a
run
great
from the
block.
QB.
He's going to hurdle his own blocker.
Very near a first down there off the first and 10. Good rush from the quarterback there. And he knows with that play, the clock, it will not stop. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 here. Both corners in motion. And then both safeties in motion now. It's going to be a throw here. Throw short to number 12. A beautiful block from number 2. The ball is fumbled, I believe.
Looks like they're giving it to Poinciana, who's going to take over from the Broncos.
Very unfortunate situation there. What they want to do, they definitely want to kill that clock and drive right down the field very slowly, but they fumble the ball. Very unfortunate situation. It gives Poinciana another chance to score this football. Yeah, the defenses have been very, very aggressive since the start of this half. They do not want either team to score here. And now the defense, with very minimal rest, is back on the field. You wonder what they do here with an empty backfield as well. Straight go routes here. They throw it. Oh, it might be an interception by number 21 again.
Absolute. And the refs are going to call it incomplete.
They're going to call it incomplete, especially the ref down the middle who seemed to be very enthusiastic about that incomplete call. Slapped the ground with about as much force as that football hit it. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Very confusing call there from the refs, but nevertheless, it is not an interception, incomplete. Oh, his knee was on the ground. So it might have something to do with why it was called incomplete. Have 3 receivers on the right side now. This quarterback has not shown very incredible throwing ability as of this game. It's going to be a timeout here. Both teams are back out there on the field now with 10 minutes left to go in the game.
Poinciana looking to strike on this drive.
It's going to be a number 11 in motion in the backfield.
High
It seems
snap.
a false start
flags
there.
thrown.
Again, very unfortunate situation there for Poinciana. They got an opportunity to score the ball, but they're not moving it forward. So with the false start, it's going to be 2nd and 15. The quarterback has to show some more arm strength there, maybe some more accuracy if he wants to get this first down. I think their quarterback one just came back in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I believe so. So we'll see what he does here as they call a timeout. Both teams back on the field, and it does seem like QB0 is back out there on the field trying to give his team a chance to win this football game. It's going to be in motion by number 11 in the backfield again. Went for the screen pass, but he couldn't find it. Now he scrambles outside, throws it
Looks like he
deep.
tries to give it away.
And it's a good pass there. It was complete.
Flags thrown on the field.
A lot of flags has been called this game. It's holding on the offense. Very, very unfortunate for Poinciana again. Now it's really going to be 2nd and 25. Very, very hard to come back from this situation. It seems like it's going to be a punting situation. All right, 2nd and 25, very long way to go. You wonder what they do in this situation. They might just run the ball. But it's an empty backfield here.
Let's see if the Eagles can let something fly here.
It's straight go routes again, except for number 1.
Looks like
Tries
he
to find
pick
number
out
1. It's going to be interception! Interception by number 1. He's Micah.
Still on his feet.
Couldn't find number 1 there. Though Well, he did find number 1 there, but it was on the defense. And it's going to be an interception there.
Amazing for the Broncos.
Absolutely amazing. They're trying to seal this game off. It's a very bad interception for Poinciana to put them within the 10-yard line. Very, very vigilant from the one on the team that's going to be Ormad Barabino. You have to hope that Davenport scores in this situation. There's no other way to put it. First and goal here within the 10. Now Davenport has the momentum, and if they score here, they're in a very good position to win this ball game. It's going to be a motion.
A low snap.
Scrambles on
Aiden's
the right
gonna keep the
side.
ball.
A flag is thrown there.
Looks like the flag is going to be on our offense.
Another holding. It's been a whole lot of holding this game. Bounce them out within the 10. It's still going to be first and goal here. But a harder situation when it comes to scoring. And if they don't get it within 3, you have to assume that they're going to go for it. It's going to be first and goal at the 19 again. This is the second time that they get first and goal at the 19. Let's see what they do here.
2 is going to motion to the right.
Single coverage on number 12 on the left side. It's going to be another
Looks like
designated
Aiden's
run
gonna
by
try
Aiden.
to keep it again.
Spins out and gets very minimal gain.
He's going to pick up some yards, but not enough.
Not a great decision to do a designated run by the QB in that situation on first and 19. But gets a minimal gain. It's going to be second and maybe 17. Or second and goal at the 17. Let's see what they do here. Motion over. And as you can see, Carl is going to be in single coverage on the left side. You know what they like to
have
do.
4 on the right.
You know exactly what they like to do in this situation. And that's exactly what they're going
Out
for.
to Carl. Can he get it?
Oh, man! Nearly
Oh my
stopped.
God!
Wait.
Looks like they're calling it incomplete.
We almost lost it over here. I think I saw the ball drop. Nearly a spectacular grab there from Carl. Oh my goodness, that almost went up percenter top 10. We got our hopes up, man. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be third down and 17.
I still can't sit down from the excitement of that play. It
Oh
was
my
just
goodness.
amazing.
Oh, and now he gets
Aiden
blown
swarmed.
up. Oh, he's still on his feet. He's still up, and now he scrambles.
He's still
He's
up.
still up.
Still trying to make something.
It's gonna be fourth down and very
They're
long.
gonna go to fourth down. You can
Wow,
expect
bro.
the Broncos to go for it in this situation.
Yeah, absolutely here. They're already pinned within the 20. You're bound to go for it. But the clock is running with that run play. You have to get this ball out deep, even if it's an interception. It gives them bad field position for Poinciana. You have to get this ball out deep. A more traditional formation now. Empty backfield. Fourth and goal. A flag is thrown.
Out onto the field.
It's going to be on the offense here. Another delay of
Delay
game.
of game. Davenport gets them moved back to the 30.
They have to be vigilant about the time they have to snap the ball. Because 4 times a game is really unacceptable for the offense. Again, 4th and goal, but from really deep here. Aiden just has to air it out and put it in the end zone. Online needs to hold for a few seconds at the very least. Needs to get this ball out quick. Very overthrown there. Aiden gets hit afterwards, and it's going to be Poinciana ball.
Looks like Poinciana is going to take over at the 30-yard line.
It's going to be very decent field position for Poinciana. Still have a chance to get in this game. They're only down by 1 possession.
Just a little under 8 minutes to go in this game.
Poinciana's offense back on the field. Let's see what they do here. They take QB0 out of the game. They believe that he cannot perform at his capacity right now. It's going to be a throw to number 1. Nearly intercepted there. He bobbled the ball up. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. The defense has been playing very well. Second and 10. It's going to be a run play here. Designated run for the quarterback. He has athleticism. He breaks through. Nice hit there from the linebacker, though. Out to the 40. It's not enough for a first down, though. This is definitely go for it territory for the Poinciana offense.
They're going to pick up the first down.
Very strange spot there. But they do pick up the first down. Again, the offense will definitely go for a 4th down if it comes down to it. So they have that at their advantage. It's going to be a run play here, and it's absolutely swallowed up from the defensive line. Loss of yardage. Great defense there. It's going to be 2nd and 12. Or no gain there. Their passing has not been very effective for the second half. Let's see what they do here. Could be a motion by number 1 to the left side. Try a pass here. Drops back. Scrambles to the right side.
Scramble out. Looking for the
Oh, interception! Oh, my goodness. Guess who?
Number 6.
You can say it.
Absolutely spectacular.
It's going to be number 6, Giovanni Jimenez with another interception there.
Never disappointing.
Absolutely not. Absolutely the most aware player on the field at all times. So amazing defense there. It's gonna give the Broncos a first down, and I believe that they're gonna run out the rest of this clock. That's what I believe. And that's the 3rd interception of the game. I believe it's gonna be a running
Looks like
play.
number 4, the running back, is gonna take the ball.
Healthy gain there. But yes, I do believe that it was the 3rd interception of this game. Unless the interception on the far side of the field was a fumble. I do believe so. Actually 4, excuse me, with number 21's interception as well.
Quite an exciting defensive show being put on.
Absolutely. Is turnover city for the defense here in Davenport. Another running play
Number
here.
4 is gonna keep
Oh,
the
and he
ball
bounces
again.
out to the left side, finds a gap, and
He's gonna
gets the
pick up
first down. Very good running here. Very strong from Davenport. They're in a winning position. No doubt about it.
giving the Broncos a first down.
It's going to be a water break timeout here.
6 minutes left in the game.
Broncos looking to go 3-3, 500. Both teams back on the field now. So it's going to be first and 10 here for the Broncos. They've been utilizing the run this entire drive, and there's no reason for them to stop. A low snap here, but it's going to be
number 4.
head off to a running back. Poinciana absolutely reads that, but still
Looks
gets
like they're not gonna, the Broncos aren't going to get anything off of that one.
Yeah, they definitely. He might have gotten a few yards by kicking his feet forward. So it's going to be second and about the same. 2nd and 10 here. Need to be careful not to get another delay of game here. Oh, fake handoff. Ooh, very, very risky pass there from Aiden. Couldn't find Carl incredibly open, but decided to throw it to him anyway. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. I believe Davenport definitely wants his first down here, so they might throw this football. But, of course, this entire drive, Poinciana has been expecting runs. Nothing special in the formation.
A low
snap
low
again.
snap. Aiden
Scrambles
looking
out
for
right
his
side.
man,
He
but
cannot find
scrambles out. He
anybody.
can't find anyone. Still on his feet. Maybe he can put something out there. Airs it out. Picked off by Poinciana. Right at about the goal line as well.
I believe it is at the goal line, so it would be more of an arm punt in that situation. Hey, if anything, that was a very tactical interception there from Aiden. And like I said before,
if only it was on purpose, then I would agree with you. But
yeah, like I said before, in those situations, it's sometimes you can underthrow that ball, make the risky play, because you have to look at the silver lining. If it does become an interception there, now they have in terrible field position with 5 minutes left in the game. Absolutely terrible.
yeah, pretty difficult for the Eagles offense to create something out of this spot.
So again, not much to lose there from Aiden in the offense. It's going to be a motion by number 1. It's going to be a scramble by number 0. He's back in the game. Excuse me, back in the game. It's going to be a very healthy gain.
Outside.
He's going to run out of bounds, but the clock is still ticking. Definitely need to get more active in the passing lanes here if they want to have any chance of scoring a touchdown on this drive. Second down and 10. It was actually no gain there. I believe the Poinciana quarterback has to find his receiver in single coverage on the right side. Drops back. Throws it deep to the left side of the field.
A little handsy by number 15. A flag is thrown.
If anything, if I'm being completely honest, I saw. If I'm being completely honest, I saw the offense. I saw the receiver get a little bit more handsy than the defender there, but nevertheless, it's going to be a pass interference. So Poinciana is going to get a break here, give him a little bit more time to score a touchdown. For first and 10. Drop back. Throws it deep again. No PI this time, but it's overthrown.
Definitely going to be over.
He saw his target. His target had space, but he couldn't get it there. But with the incompletion, the clock has stopped.
3 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in this game. If the Eagles can't get out of this spot, they will not be driving home with a W on their backs.
Second and 10. It's going to be a run play there. Not very smart from Poinciana here. You definitely need some aerial offense. Especially in this situation, that's definitely going to run the clock down with the run. So, I do believe that was a very, very unintelligent move from Poinciana there. Aerial offense is what you need in this situation if you want to win this ball game. But good defense, of course, from the Davenport D-line. Wide receiver in single coverage on the right side. High snap! He's gonna be able to recover the ball.
Recover it,
but of course it's gonna be a loss of a down.
Put them at a 4th down.
And very deep.
And extremely long. I don't even think a punt
I
could put the Broncos at a disadvantage.
With 3 minutes left in this game, you're gonna have to go for this. You definitely have to go for this. Fourth down and
Number
20.
0 still out on the field looking to make a play out of this horrible situation. 4th and extremely long.
You do have the man on the right side in solo coverage. They call a timeout here, try and think it over. But yeah, they definitely need to just, if the man does not get open, you need to throw that 50-50 ball and just pray for a miracle in that situation for Poinciana.
One of the worst things that can happen to this Poinciana offense is an incomplete.
Yeah, absolutely. Even an interception would be better in this situation considering the fact that they'd get worse field position. Poinciana's offense back on the field, the most important 4th down in the game, and it's going to be a long mile to get it. Like I assumed, one receiver alone on the right side.
High snap.
He's going to have to throw that
Looking
football.
for his options.
He needs to throw that football.
He's going to gut it out. Looks for his man.
He drew the
Broken
PI
up by
there.
number 6.
Unfortunately, he bumped him. He bumped him right before the ball reached the wide receiver. And it was very unfortunate considering the fact that wasn't even a catchable ball. Very, very bad mistake and unnecessary from the Davenport defense.
Poinciana will get moved up, but I don't think it will help him.
Oh, excuse me. It was a roughing the passer call. D-line charged into the quarterback, maybe a little bit too aggressively. 15-yard gain. It makes it 4th and manageable here. So it makes this still the most important 4th down in the game, but it makes it possible to get.
2 minutes left on the clock. A punt would not be a horrible decision to make here, but But still, any decision at this
I
point is
highly-
risky for the Poinciana offense.
Yeah, I highly doubt that they're going to punt in this situation. They definitely need to score on this drive. Oh, it's going to be a first down, automatic first down off the roughing the passer call. He passes it there. Popped up. Unfortunately, both defenders didn't call for the ball, and it's going to be bounced up, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Could have definitely been an interception there with more
Nevertheless,
awareness.
a great play by the defense.
Yeah, absolutely great play there from the defense. But with more awareness, that ball could have been coming back. And seeing the formation there, it could have been 6. Second and 10. You can see the quarterback. He's doing everything in his power to try and find a wide receiver, but he cannot locate them.
Looking for his deep man once again.
Oh, my
Whoa.
goodness.
Slips through the hands
Oh
of
my
number
goodness.
6. Almost another pick.
And we're acting very normal about that. But if that ball ended up in his hands, that could have been 6 and almost a tie ball game. We're acting very cavalier about it, but the opportunity was definitely there. The DB jumped a little too early there, and it almost cost him. But nevertheless, it's 3rd down and 10. Let's not think about hypotheticals. And 10, of course. It's gonna be a
QB is
designated
gonna
run.
keep it.
Good athleticism, but it does not get him to the 1st down. 4th and short.
Some flags on the field.
And number 0 on Davenport believes that it's on the offense. Let's see. It's going to be on the offense here. Poinciana backed up in a very unfortunate position, as if they weren't already in a bad position now.
Puts them that at around a 1st and 13. No, scratch that, a 1st and 10.
Let's see here. Of course, empty backfield. Needs to find his receivers to have any chance in this game. Scrambles to... He just throws
Lets
it up
it
there,
go
number
again.
1. Nearly
Almost
intercepted.
another chance for this defense.
Yeah, you could understand why...
Poinciana is passing them the ball. They just have to catch it.
Yeah, you understand why they throw these deep balls. They definitely need them to have any chance in this game, but they're just... The targets are just not there. 2nd and 10.
If this offense can keep drawing penalties, they might throw deep balls to end this game.
Yeah, they are getting a lot of calls. But I believe if they do not convert in this drive, then it's ball game. 2nd and 10. Tries to find his man.
Has a lot of time.
Throws a little
Slings it out. Looking for number 3. Can't get it there.
Thrown a little too forward. 3rd and 10. 1 minute 33 left to go in this ball game. All we need is a stop, and it's game over. A very drawn-out drive from Poinciana here. They do not want to give the ball up to the Davenport's offense. Third and 10. 3rd down, money down. Have a running back by his side. Might try and chew it up for this 4th down. Nope, it's going to be a passing play here.
One of the extra.
Oh, evaded the sack. Evaded the sack again. Good scramble there from number 0 to save the sack and make it a 4th down and manageable at the very least.
He's going to end up getting brought down.
Fourth
Looks
and
like
5. This is for the game in Poinciana.
1 minute left of play in this game.
All right, they need this.
Poinciana needs to put something away here.
Absolutely. They need a first down to stay in this game. If not, then game over. Fourth down. Here's the game. Tries to throw it deep to number 3.
Get it to number 3.
Oh, my goodness.
And he drops the ball.
Nearly made a helmet catch. Tyree S. nearly, but he could not bring it down. And it seems like Davenport is going to win this football game. Very, very fortunate there. Good stop from
Broncos
number 0.
Are going to take the ball with 42.5 seconds left of play in the game.
That's the stop they needed, and they are going to win this football game. Bar miracle.
You would love to see them score just one more time before regulation runs out.
They are going to run this. Oh, and they can take the knees. Poinciana does not have any more timeouts to stop it. And with that and the clock winding down, Davenport is going to get their win back from last year and advance to 3-3. As this clock is running down, both teams are heading to the sideline. And we're waiting for the clock to hit 000 for the official announcement. And with the clock hitting 000, this game is going to end Broncos 14, Poinciana 6. The Broncos are going to improve to 3-3. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been Eric Tirado.
And this is Justin Medina.
And have a good night.